Hello Taurus, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 4th to the 10th of December. How you doing? I hope things are treating you well. Mixed boat really, mixed sort of energies going on for you in regards to your relationships. There's no doubt about it. There seems to be a very, very tricky situation here that I think you do need to win in regards to your relationships. On your financial side, there's a lot more vision, a lot more passion, a lot more direction you've got going on here. Seems like you're concentrating more on your sort of financial side than you are on your, on your relationship side. There is no doubt about that. Let's just go in here and see what's going on. There's planning to be made and everything like that. Overall energies is the Six of Pentacles. I think this refers to both sides, mainly to your relationship side, funnily enough. It needs to work for you in order for it to really work, basically. And the energy is trying to encourage you to be like that, to not take a back seat in the relationship, as it were. This is going to mean that you're going to have to be a little bit more sort of proactive, as it were. Although the universe and stuff like that, I think proactive in a way that's very intelligent. So don't go like a bull in a china shop, Taurus. Don't go like a bull in a china shop. I think it's with cotton gloves, but you do need to sort of play smart here, and it doesn't take much. It's a bit like, it's the difference between, let's just say, fencing and, jousting. Jousting is blasting away, as it were. And, fencing is this sort of delicate point, as it were, that's sort of scoring. Your karmic mission here is to come out of this victoriously. That's basically what's on your karmic mission. You've got to get on top of this scenario. The universe here is providing you with the Eight of Swords. I think it's like a repetitive situation that keeps coming up with you in regards to your relationships. And it's creates stress for you more than anything else. Because connecting to the past, to the future, you get the Nine of Swords. And I've got a funny feeling the person that you're involved in, love is definitely there, I think, because you definitely want to try and make it work. But there's something that sort of seems to be like a reaction, that someone keeps coming back and gives a certain reaction. And with that certain reaction, it causes you stress, strains, and, sleepless nights. And this is what's running through you at the moment. This situation here, where this person is maybe not advancing as enough, not opening up enough, not saying enough, and then when they do say enough, it's very very cutting when they say it. And you're playing smart here. This is the fencing. This is what this is all about. It's disarming the conflict before it actually happens. And I think you're going to be very good at this, to disarm this this conflict within the relationships. And it could be with a family member, it could be with a friend, but and it could be with your partner. But whatever it is, keep your eye on the goal. It could be a case that your partner's going through a rough time at the moment, and they're not themselves, and they're not seeing the things that as they are. That's the sort of feeling I get off it. It's a lot of patience from your side, I think, more than anything else. But you will come out of this victoriously if you sort of play smart in the whole sort of situation. On your financial side, you get the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're very active here, I think, on your financial side. I think you're doing a lot of sort of networking, trying to get things moving on, engaging your passion in the situation. You seem to be securing a lot within your career path of your business and so forth. And it's that you're getting into a certain rhythm with your passions. It's easy to do. There's a definite something maybe that needs to be looked into on the Let's just have a look there. Yeah, there's something that needs to be looked into in regards to your work play ethic, basically. That's going on, and I think you're finding a lot of play within your work, which is a good thing, because it sort of compensates for what's going on in your relationship side. On the universe here is giving you the Queen of Swords. It's telling you to take the direction, take the initiative in your career path, in your business, in your job, and your projects, or whatever it is. I think the universe here is sort of saying, you know the direction that you need to take or you want to take, then take it. In the connecting to your guides from your past to your future, you get the Page of Swords. And once you've chosen this direction, I think within the past, if you look at where you've come from to where you are today, you'll understand and realize the mental agility you've had to do in order to get there. The ideas that you have created from within you in order to get to the success of where you are today. And once you do start taking that direction, yes, I think you deserve it. I think you deserve the rewards. And that's what's coming in with this Justice card. I think you're going to find harmony in the new path that you're gradually creating. And as you do create it, at the top end of at the end of the week, you get the Two of Wands. Planning this new pathway for you is really important. Getting it down, getting the details down in order for you to get the best out of the situation is really good for you. We're just going to clarify a little bit with the Light Seers cards. Let's just see how it's going. We've got the Tower moment. Yes, I think there's a lot of towers been knocking about at the moment within the world of readings at the moment. And I think you standing in your power will create a bit of a shock moment within your relationship side more than anything else. On your financial side, I think it's more of a case of you choosing that direction could well be sort of breaking a few rules. Not breaking a few rules, but doing things in a different way that isn't normal. And this is where you're going to need planning. This is where your ideas have got to come to the surface, and you're going to need that planning. On your relationship side, you get the Four of Cups. I think you need to, in order to get victorious out of this sort of situation that seems to be blocking a lot, with the Four of Cups, you seem to be distilling a future that sort of corresponds to you. And that's what that playing smart is all about. And keeping your eye on what the essentials of love, of a relationship, of interaction with another person, keeping your eye on the goals, keeping your eye on the good stuff, really. Because it is coming out of that. I think if if you're not having the conversations that are making you feel satisfied within your relationship, then I would then start opening up to that. Maybe that's a way of playing smart, is basically you making the first move. You saying the first thing, you being the one opening that door and that conversation about love, because you've got the Ace of Cups there. Maybe the universe here is sort of saying, look, things are getting a little bit stuck, a little bit of communication, a little bit of explaining of our sentiments and feelings is a good thing for you. You get the Two of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords. Yes, there is a decision that you need to make about a situation that seems to be repetitive. And it goes from the 8 to the 9 here. And I think it's an accumulative thing of a lot of little things that are making you feel stuck, but is actually also creating a huge amount of stress and strains for you in your life. And therefore, you do need to make a few decisions about things. And you're going to see things for what they are. And that could well be what that Tower moment is all about. Once you make those decisions, this is where you could start really playing smarter, as it were, going forward. So with the Seven of Swords, you get the Page of Wands. Using that heart, using that opening up of your emotions to the situation to try and free things up, is also going to engage you with your passions as well. And this is where you could be playing smart. You could be using your passions in order to open up the possibilities and the discussion with the person that really concerns you around you. And that's what you could be playing smart about, is opening up to the idea of your passions and playing upon them, and seeing what really sort of fits for you more than anything else. That's going to bring you the victories. Keeping your eye on the goal and distilling it. And this is what keeping the eye on the goal's about. Hang on a second. The Hermit card. Keeping your eye on the goal is keeping your eye on that star there that you're carrying there. It's a light that you're carrying for someone. It's the light you have, the light of love you have for someone. And I would keep hold of that. Keep that in your heart. It seems like there's a difficult sort of situation going through with you and your partner. And in order to resolve that sort of situation, the end goal of harmony and love and connection with another person is a worthwhile thing to gain, to keep strength about. And also just, letting go of all your doubts that you might have within any relationships that are around you, basically. Let's just see what's going on with the Knight of Wands. You get the Fool. Yeah, I think this has to do with this direction that you're taking, that the universe is telling you to do. It's a leap of faith, a little bit out of your comfort zone. As I said, you're going to be doing things a little bit differently, I think, to conventional ways of doing your business, your job, or your projects. And I think it pays off for you, actually, in a really, really good way, and allows you to build and plan for a much better future. What is this direction that you need to take? What sort of thing is it's coming out of? You get the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I think with this Knight of Wands, with all that passion, that getting into that rhythm, connecting with other people, doing things in a different way. The Seven of Cups is all about the evident path that you should be following. There's one cup really that's just giving you that heart energy, which is connected to the cup. That's exactly what you've got over on this side here. And here is just following the pathway which is good for you in regards to your job, your business and your projects, which stimulate your heart. And when it does stimulate your heart, then you're going to get the best out of it. You really are. I think with the Page of Swords, what are these ideas that have come through from you from a long time that you've been trying to put into place? You got the Devil with there. So a lot of detail that needs to be had and to be done here and worked out according to your ideas of how to do things. That could well be a bit of a Tower moment here of how you put yourself first, how you put yourself in the situation and what rewards you take from it. It could be that you're obsessed a little bit about certain ideas. That's what I'm getting here, that may not necessarily be worthwhile. And this is where I think you've got to do it your way. Yes. But there's some ideas that I think that are tied to the traditional way of doing things, that not necessarily that you're obsessive because that's what the world expects of you. And unfortunately, I think the devil's in the detail here. I think you should really sort of like streamline quite a few of your ideas so you actually start working towards your favour. With the Justice card, you get the Five of Cups. As I said, I think you definitely deserve this victory, and that is that Two of Cups that is behind you there. I think maybe it's a case of looking at the world and sort of there may be some disappointments that have come through, and that's possibly connected with the devil and the finer detail that you're sort of dealing with within your financial world. There's a few things that have come up that make you feel kind of like, oh man, I can't believe that sort of scenario. But there is a silver lining to this. There is also this idea of those two cups behind you, which you should be following, and you can then, make your way to that bridge and then make your way to somewhere completely new, which could also mean out of that disappointment, travel comes into play. And it makes you, because you're putting yourself first and the situation first, you're going to get the best out of it, I think. And you're going to get your just desserts, I think, with that whole sort of situation. I've just thrown the cards all over the place. There we go. So I think you're going to get your just desserts. If you follow your pathway, if you follow your heart in this whole sort of situation, And this is what that planning's all about. All of a sudden it sparks off a whole new mission for you. And I think this is what this tower moment is about as well. It could involve travel, moving far away from where you are at the moment. But whatever it is, it's you are going on a mission here, and it's all in the planning. It's all in the detail. I think you are planning this as well in order to get the best out of the situation. If you follow your heart, this is where the mission's going to come through. And let's just pull another card just to sort of see what that mission brings for you, because it needs to be a little bit more sort of clarified. It's planning for that mission. What's going on there? Two of Cups. That's exactly what I said about there as well. I think you get it totally within your sort of realm and what really works for you, basically. So there you go, Taurus. Thank you very much for being here. Really do appreciate your support on this channel, whichever way you do it, and show support for this channel. So yes, I will see you soon, maybe for the live during the week. If you haven't seen your monthly readings, it will be linked around my head at some point. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.